Hi, in this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 key factors that you need in order to structure the right kind of deal so that you avoid dealing with a lot of the junk deals that are out there. So you might say, well, what is this a little bit more detail? And what I mean by that is I want to focus on 3 things so that you stop wasting your time because, when you look online, you start looking at deals, there's a lot of deals out there. So you might say, well, Mike, why do I really want to pay attention? What's important about these 3 factors? And the 3 factors that we're going to be looking at, and I'll get to that in just a second, but what I want you to think about is this. If you were to go online and you were to do a Google search and you typed in business for sale in Google, it'll come up with about 1.5 billion search results. Now, how in the world are you going to filter through all those different search results to find the right kind of deal that's right for you? Everybody has different guidelines on what they want for the right deal, but we need to talk about what's the right deal for you. So we need to really focus on 3 factors, and I want to share that with you through a story. I want to talk about one of our students named Terry. Now, Terry, what she did is she had the habit, she'd go online, she'd look at all these deals, she'd look at deal after deal after deal after deal. Well, you got 1.5 billion results. What are you going to do with all that? She spent all of her time doing research because she didn't know how to narrow her focus down. She wasn't paying attention to what we were trying to teach her. So when she started to focus on these 3 factors, now let me share with you what those 3 factors are. First thing is I want to look at a company that has owner financing. And what do I mean by owner financing? Owner financing is where the owner is willing to act like the bank, and they'll say, hey, I'll sell you my business, but you make payments to me instead of you having to go out to a bank and get a loan. Very, very important. Second thing that we look for is what is the growth potential of the business? By growth potential, it's like, well, I don't want a business that kind of goes like this. I want a business that goes like this in profit. I want to double or triple. In our case, the deals that we look for, we want to triple the profit of the business. We want to do that in about a year and a half. So that's what we want to look at. The third thing I want you to look for, the third factor, is look at the profit that the company is already making right now. One of the mistakes I see a lot of students of ours do that they don't follow our instruction because they haven't gotten trained, but they'll go out and they'll look at deals and they'll say, okay, well, what am I looking for? And they'll look at companies that are only doing 5 or 10 or 15% profit. You know what? You can't make money on a company that's doing that, or rather, I wouldn't take that business over and I wouldn't advise you to do it either. What I want you to look for are companies that are doing 30% profit. They want to do 30% profit, which means you have money available to pay for what you need to do to improve the business, to make it really go up high or very, very quickly in profit. So that's really important to do. So if you think about what Terry was doing, when she finally focused on what she discovered, when she really put these 3 factors into application, is she stopped wasting her time. She started to pre-screen her deal. She looked for owner financing first. Then she looked, what's the growth potential? What industry is it in? And is it currently making a profit? So she bypassed deal after deal after deal, which ultimately meant that she could now narrow her focus down. She could get rid of deals in like 30 seconds. She could pick it out, look at it, nope, I don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. And it didn't matter to her regardless of what the product is. And this is where people get stuck, is they think, oh, this is such a great product, a great service. And you know what? Who cares? If you want a business, you need a business that's going to support you and your lifestyle, not somebody else's. And you want a business that's easy to grow whether you're there or not. And that's another thing that Terry found out, is that she could focus on deals that would grow whether she was there or not because it had enough profit. That's a big, big deal. So what I want you to do is let me give you a little tip here, is when you're out there and you're looking for businesses, focus on those 3 factors. Look at the profit, right? How much profits make, 30% or more. Does it have good growth potential? And is there owner financing? Because there's owner financing, you don't have to take cash out of your back pocket to do this deal. These are all 3 key factors that I look at, and all of our successful students, they do the exact same model, and I encourage you to do the same thing. I really hope you enjoyed that content, and I encourage you to use those 3 factors that we just talked about. Now, if you need a little additional help on either buying or structuring a business, doing it no money down, whatever it is, I invite you to sign up for our free First Deal Fast Track session with my top strategist. Now, in this First Deal Fast Track session, we will actually show you step by step the simple ways to bypass the line to get your first deal. And to do that, we need to understand where you are and what assets you have available, or shadow assets you have available, or cash, in order to do a deal. And as part of that, we need to also understand, and what I think is most important, where are you right now and what is your big vision for the future and how do you plan on accomplishing that? And no matter what, when you leave that session, you will have a personalized action plan that will actually get you there. So remember, if you need help with doing anything, let us help you. Just go ahead and click the button below, sign up for a free First Deal Fast Track session with my top strategist, and we will help you figure out a plan. Remember, opportunities don't go away, they just go to somebody else. So we'll see you on the call. Bye for now.